Well, my name is Chris Stevens. I am Pop Octopus. I make screen printed and painted, I guess you would call it pop art. I am sort of obsessed with pop culture and pop media, and I'm really into Octopus. They have many different tools for survival available to them. They're really cool looking. They sort of bring up a base feeling, a primordial sort of like fear in you at the same time of being beautiful as well. And the domain name was available, so popoctopus.com had a nice ring to it. Sitting in front of the computer doing graphic design, web design, that kind of thing. I didn't get to do a lot of what I wanted to do. I found it very difficult to do work for other people, to be quite honest with you. And then it was hard to stay engaged when I wasn't really physically involved with what I was doing. So now I do exactly what I want to do. I paint the subject matter that I want to paint, and I find it to be very engaging and satisfying. I never directly rip anything off, ever. I take something that was an iconic image, an iconic character, and do an artistic twist on it. I make a piece of art out of that image. You know, if you take cues from street art, I really took a look at the work that, say, like Banksy and Shepard Fairey do and stuff, and I tried to figure out what was the essence of that stuff. And a lot of what I saw was the mashing together of either two iconic characters or something that was very institutionalized with something that was very contemporary. So there's that kind of idea of cultures like slamming together. A lot of these images are things that have been in my head forever. Like, you could almost say that, say in the case of like the Blade Runner stuff I do, it's like I've always wanted to do those, you know? It's like, I always knew it, like one of these days I'm gonna make an awesome piece of artwork out of that, and now I have the opportunity to do so. One of the coolest things I always liked about Andy Warhol stuff was the imperfections in it, like the screen prints, in which I'm heavily influenced by Andy Warhol. But you could look at his work and see where the print wasn't perfect, and those things add to the character of the piece. So what I do now is you throw it on there and hope it works, you know, and I work with a lot of, man, it's jerry-rigged, it's all over the place. I'm just like, well, let's try this and see if it works, and sometimes it doesn't, and sometimes it does. And the problem when it does is a lot of times you can't reproduce it because it's just, it happened right there. And I'll tell you, there is a really addictive quality about it. There's a thrill to splattering that paint on something and hoping it works. It's like gambling. Because, man, you roll the dice. It might work, it might not work. But when it works, man, you feel like $1,000,000. And when it doesn't, I'll tell you, a canvas can fly like a Frisbee, man. We live in this culture that is, you know, it's a modern, fast-paced society. Everything's mechanized. All of our products are exactly the same, you know. And everything is sort of mass-produced in plastic. And we should celebrate the flaws in things because they create character. And character is in really short supply. I have traveled a bumpy road, man. And you can't substitute that for anything, you know. There's something about being an outcast or feeling like an outcast that makes you kind of create your own reality, you know? One of the greatest things I ever did was when I turned a corner, and this was pretty recently, and I turned a corner and just said, well, if I'm gonna do this artwork, I'm gonna go into it full bore. And it has allowed me to really kind of, I don't know, it's very quintessentially me. And I'm sort of allowed to really express myself, and I have a lot of confidence in it now. And man, it feels great, I'll tell you what. That just happened. So you really do have that void in your life, man. You're gonna put that in, aren't you? Artists are amazingly insecure about their work. They don't have much belief in themselves when they start out, you know, so don't make every drawing great, man. It's 1 in 50 is good, you know. If you get one drawing in 50, that's awesome. And the other 50 are practice, and you learn stuff from those. The other thing I would say is play. You want to try something new, try it, you know. Don't have this expectation it's going to look awesome, because that will kill you. Even if I fail at it, I still learn something from it. And that is, to me, the most important thing is try and fail maybe, but learn, try, fail, and learn. It'd be nice to be remembered as an artist, but you know, I've had a fair amount of death in my family recently, and I've seen two different sides of it, the way you live your life. My father passed away, and he didn't live his life. He didn't stay in touch with friends. He kind of died alone, and nobody came when he died. And that showed me that if you're gonna live alone, you die alone. My brother passed away, and everybody came. And he lived his life loving people, and they loved him back. And that's not a hard choice to make there, you know? So life kind of will teach you some lessons pretty hard like that. I've kind of come to that conclusion. So after all is said and done, everything you have in this world is just things, and what you'll be remembered for is how kind you were to other people and stuff. And you know, life is an ongoing process of learning, and you know, I feel like I'm doing pretty good right now, so I'm just gonna keep it up. And if people can throw a big party for me and enjoy themselves when I'm gone, then I think I've done my thing right.